Well, for me, I'm not going to be around to say the franchise. I'm going to be around for hopefully 10 to 15 years.
10 years, I want to be known as a guy that played the game the right way.
Curry, crossover, steps back, three-pointer, it's good!
How do you slow him down?
Same way you slow me down.
James on the throwdown!
You can't.
Oh, blocked by James!
Our careers are connected because we played at the highest level.
LeBron James is now the all-time leading scorer.
The greatest shooter the game has ever seen.
Every year that we get to do this, it's insane.
Oh, we keep doing this, bro.
Steph and LeBron, the best rivalry of this generation. Both have 4 career titles. And last July, they teamed up to win gold at the Paris Olympics. And while they don't play against each other again until February, they did join forces yet again, this time for the Mind the Game podcast. Here's a must-hear snippet of Steph's body transformation as a rookie.
My rookie year in training camp, so I came in as a shooter in the draft, but Don Nelson was my coach, and going through training camp, summer league started. I think I probably shot like low 30s from 3 in summer league, and then you're coming into training camp, a couple months later, like still working, getting through, trying to get comfortable with where shots are coming from. And Don Nelson, he went in the weight room because, to your point, I came in 180 pounds maybe. Mm-hmm. They were trying to get me in the weight room, doing all these lifts and stuff. I'm shooting like trash in training camp like the first week. He walked in there and cussed out everybody in the room. It was like, y'all killing the shot. He's lifting too much weight. And to me, I didn't know that as a concept because I always just wanted to get stronger. Like most of it was just vanity. Like, hey, man.
I look better in the jersey. All these mirrors around here. Y'all telling me I gotta look like this? No, I'm trying to look like
the pop. Like, give me something.
That's fantastic. Can you guys believe that was 17 years ago, over 17 years ago, when you see that picture now? Steph's put on a considerable amount of muscle since then, especially these past several years. He's got that grown man strength now. And that's evident in these media day photos, as we've been referring to, from his rookie campaign compared to now. 2 guys who have been there to witness Steph's development are David and Mark. David, I think I might have heard you went to school with him or something like that. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, how has he been able to keep this level of brilliance for so long, even after adding more muscle, when Don Nelson was cursing people out?
Well, yeah, I don't like to talk about the fact that Steph and I went to Davidson. It's a very private thing, but I mention every once in a while if I have to. Well, first of all, when I see LeBron and Steph together, I do actually think back to 2008, my senior year, March Madness. We were in Detroit. It was Sweet 16 or Elite 8, one of those 2 games. And LeBron had come into the arena because he wanted to see Steph. And I remember thinking at the time, that's really cool. LeBron James knows who Steph Curry is. That's probably the highlight of Steph Curry's life. Now they are the greatest rivalry in basketball. And so to see those guys sit at the table, that stuff never quite gets old. And when you look at these videos, you look at what we have now, Steph Curry, one of the things that we need to talk about him is that he is one of the guys who has improved as a basketball player as much as anybody from when they got into the league towards the twilight of their career. The ball handling has gotten better. The shooting has gotten better. The finishing around the rim has gotten better. The passing has gotten better. Whenever there was a deficiency in this dude, he made it better. That is how you have longevity. And part of it starts in that moment in that locker room when they're learning how to weight train and what to do. And Don Nelson starts that. But all of these years, it's about a guy getting better every single year, and that's how you get to this point.
You know what else got better, David? That goatee of yours got way better over time than it did look in those pictures right there. Mark, what would you like to add about this?
I remember when he had them bad ankles, man.
Yeah.
And the Bay Area fans kind of turned on him and were really upset when Monte Ellis got moved in favor for Steph. And Nike let him go. Like, there was a lot of concern about him and his durability. You never hear about those, knock on wood, ankle issues anymore, or things about his strength or him being brittle. He's turned to, I believe, the greatest athlete that Bay Area sports has ever seen, which is
Barry Bonds?
Barry Bonds.
Wow.
He's got championships.
Yeah.
He's got swag, and he's got old ladies wearing Steph jerseys all over the Bay.
All right, well, let's pivot over to the current day Dubs as they've dropped 2 straight to the Giannis-less Bucks and gave the Pacers their first win of the season on Friday night. The Warriors are now 4-3 on the season, losing all those games outside of the state of California. And they host the Suns tonight before heading back on the road for 8 of their next 9 games. Let's welcome in Antony Slater now, who covers the Warriors for us. What can you say about this current stretch of Warriors basketball?
Well, Steve Kerr was extremely frustrated the other night in Indianapolis. He'd given the team the day off the day before, no shoot-around morning of, and he expected like a focused, urgent version of the Warriors, and he got in a very unfocused version. The reminder he sent post-game is, yeah, sure, they're only 7 games into the season, but, oftentimes in the West lately, 2 games separate the 3rd and the, 8th seed, basically, by the time the playoffs come around. So they cannot just give away 2 games no matter the time of the calendar. And if you look at what happened in Indianapolis, you can kind of blame Steph Curry. Part of his, the remarkable nature of what you guys are talking about is his consistency. That was about as bad a regular season game from Steph Curry as I can remember. 8 of 23 shooting, minus 21, 5 turnovers. He came in with about, I think, a 9-point lead in the 4th, and they blew an 11-point lead. He missed some shots down the stretch, and you could tell he called it a look in the mirror game post-game. He was upset walking out of the press conference with him and just knowing Steph Curry. I expect tonight against Phoenix and tomorrow against Sac, knowing how important it is to get before the road stretch you mentioned, I expect him to be very focused and very aggressive.
Yeah, and look, going into the season, Steve Kerr and company felt like they had a really deep team that, I remember him telling us, well, this year we're going to try to figure out like the 10th or 11th man. Last year we had like 6 decisions to make. So anyway, Antony, thank you so much for the time, man. Appreciate it.
NBA